Good morning, and good morning again. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Listen, I have a special guest coming on. She is funny, she's exciting, and she likes to have fun, and that's why I got to have her on my show. But we're going to be serious, and we're going to not be serious. This is one of the shows today. So please welcome to the show my great friend. Please give her a big round of applause, everybody.
Yay! Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
All right, let's just not make people confused right off the bat. Where are you calling in from?
London, England.
Just so you guys are like, wait, don't turn your dial. The voice is not different. That is her accent.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So what time is it right now?
It's about 4:00-ish, a little bit after 4, a couple of minutes after 4.
Okay, so are we interrupting your tea time or what's going on here?
Nah, 4:00. I'm usually just doing some either voice recording or some type of marketing stuff. But tea time's later.
Oh, see, so like educate us now, because we always think we watch the TV, the movie, it's 4:00. We think you're sitting there, the pinky's up. You're, no?
You got to be posh to have it up there. Sometimes I think like some people have tea at 11, some people have tea about 5, then you have dinner about 7, but it all depends on your schedule. But lockdown kind of made people a bit, yeah.
So it's not just tea in the teacup is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. Eating and drinking all day.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's great to have you on the show. I was actually on your show I think 2 months ago, roughly.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. So I wanted to bring you on my show so we can talk about what you do best. We were talking about speaking, how to get that fear out, how to be a speaker.
Yeah.
And you're doing it, you're killing the game. So tell everybody what you do.
Yeah, so I do voiceover. So I do 2 things, right? I do voiceover for like adverts, promos, companies like, I don't know, like Google, Adidas, those type of things. You hear the tone of my voice, you'll kind of gauge the companies that I usually do adverts and explain the videos for. And then the other part that I do, which keeps me really busy when I'm not doing voiceover stuff, is doing the speaking coaching. And that means that I help women in business who want to speak with more confidence. So it could be that she wants to go for that promotion, a corporate job, and she needs confidence in training on how to clearly express the great stuff of herself in an interview, or doing that weekly training. How can you be, engaging on a Zoom call, video call, as well as in person? How to negotiate that client contract as well, if you're trying to go for new deals and stuff like that, or just being confident on the Facebook or Instagram Live. If you're like a cake baker and you've now had to try and build up your business online, and how do you do that, and how do you confidently talk about your excellent skills? So I train those type of women just to speak with more confidence about the great stuff they've already got in here.
So how do you become a great speaker?
First of all, I think it starts in the mindset. You've really got to believe everything starts in the mindset, doesn't it? If you're going to lose weight, you're going to get married. It all starts in the mind, doesn't it, really? But you've definitely got to really believe in your mindset that, yes, you can speak very well, but although you may need training, like many of us, no one is great from the beginning. So definitely work on, like a lot of people have, they may not know, imposter syndrome, where they think, oh, I can't do this. It's negative voices telling them they can't do something. So working on those negative voices, getting training from someone like myself, and just really finding out, like, you have like a full range of the voice as well. Some people just use like a middle part or a low part, but really learning about how full your voice can go. Obviously, no one, unless you're going to be a singer, but no one really investigates how much they can use their voice. But definitely get training, imitating good speakers, getting help, just working out confidence, breathing as well. Some people don't even breathe properly. A simple thing, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, making your diaphragm, your tummy should go in and out every time you breathe. Simple stuff like that.
Yeah, because they're scared. It's not about they can't breathe. It's like, they walk on stage and then they know they got to do a presentation. And then the thing is they forget to breathe. Like their brain tells them, how do you breathe again? Like simple stuff. So I guess what we joke around with it because, you do it, I do it. And I remember my first day doing it. I had hair before my first day. But then after that, it was like, it was so
Mm.
nerve wracking because you're looking at
Yeah.
people looking at you. You're like, what are they saying? What do they think you're saying? So what's the steps that you take when you first started?
Yeah, so when I first started, I definitely worked on like, okay, so just remembering that I've got something great to share. That's the first thing. Coming in with notes, making sure I'm breathing correctly, and posture. Posture is key for everything. Posture is key for everything. So sometimes you may not even be correctly speaking even on a daily basis because you might be talking with your shoulders forward. So posture is a great thing that I think I had to work on as well. And just really believing that the sound of my voice or the value that I'm going to give is something that people want to hear as well. So those are the things that I think I worked on in the beginning, and I continually work on that stuff as well.
So let's have some fun with this.
Yeah.
Tell us your horror story, because everybody has one of those oh my god moments when you're on stage. You remember yours?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I think, it sounds like a horror story, but like, okay. So when I was doing my graduation, like, I think my name's really easy to pronounce. Yes, it can kind of throw you because it's got the feminine Lee in it, but it's just Leighanne Turner. It's quite, I don't know, quite straightforward. So, when you do your graduation, they call out your name and stuff like that. So they call out every single one of your names. Okay. So the guy up there, professor of whatever directorate, very educated man. Do you know what I mean? I thought he could be able to wrap his mouth around my name. So he calls out my name, and I was like, he didn't say it right. And I'd heard him call out some exotic Sri Lankan names, Nigerian names, perfectly. Do you know what I mean? And then when it came to mine, I knew it was mine because I knew the girl who was sitting next to me was going, and he just said like, Lagani, Sorora, so something, Tana. I didn't even say Turner. I'm like, Tina Turner's big in the game. I've got the same name as her. So then I just took the mic from him, right? Because I was like, no, this is my moment. My parents are in the audience. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, this is huge for me. So I took the mic and I was like, it's Lee. And I just said my whole name again. And then he kind of grabbed the mic back off me. But I was like, no, I can't go down like this. Like, I just can't. Like, so that was one. I always remember that. And I was just like, no. And then another professor came over to me. I thought, oh, she's going to have a go. And I'm like, no, lady, I actually pay for graduation. You get paid to be. I have to pay to come here. Yeah. And she just came over and said, like, yeah, I think it was right what you done. Good job that you're leaving because they'd probably have something to say. And she goes, but she explained her name. She goes, people always muck up her name. You have to always correct it and stuff. So she goes, it's right. She goes, because like your name, right? It's like the most precious thing to you. If someone can call you by your name, someone can remember your name. Yes. It's like music to the heart. People don't understand that. Do you know what I'm
saying? Listen, I've botched some names when I first started, doing a lot of stuff. And my thing, here's a key thing to all listeners as an MC. Don't be scared. I've always gone back to my presenters and go, hey, I'm the MC. Quick question. What is your name? Because I can't pronounce this. And they will show you how to break it down. They will show you how to convert it so it sounds better than you muffing it up. Oh, the A silent. Don't try to say the A. Or cut off the ending. The ending doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, oh, okay. And don't be scared as a presenter or a host to ask them. You know what I mean? How do you say your last name? It'll make you feel better. And then the thing is, it'll make them feel better that you came to them and you were concerned about their name.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if he came and said to you, how do you say your name properly? And it messed it up, you'd be like, well, he asked me, he tried, it'd be okay. But because he didn't care and went, whatever, you're like, wait, time out. Give me that mic. This is my. Yeah. It's a lot different. So anybody that's speaking, don't be scared to go talk to them. So I love that story. Point number 2. Do you practice? Do you practice your speech? Do you say it in the mirror? How much do you practice and how much should you memorize your speech?
Yeah, I think practice is definitely key. I mean, anyone who does something great has had a number of times that they've done it. Like my favorite, Usain Bolt, yeah. He didn't just come out and just run under 10 seconds just on that day. He'd been doing that years, time in, time out. Do you know what I mean? So you got to practice, right? I'm not really a fan of memorizing it because, you're not memorizing a script or something, because I think it sounds more natural when you kind of give it as conversational wise, have a bit of humor if it's relevant, make people smile, make them relax and stuff. But I do think you should have an idea of the order it's going to go in. So, you're going to start off with this, move into this topic, come into the close with this, give them a challenge, time for Q&A, have an idea of the order. But you've really got to be flexible when you talk, particularly a lot of it when it's heavily reliance of online forum, because you don't know what's going to happen, what's going to kick off and stuff. But practice it so you sound like a human, not like a robot, and sound conversational. People love to chat. They love to chat. People love a chat.
The parts that for me, I try to memorize speeches top to bottom. But when I do that, I realize the true me is not coming out because I memorized it. And then the funny thing is, you can tell when people memorize stuff because they'll be talking and the dog went in, like they backtrack in their brain to remember what they were saying next. And I'm like, well, you try to memorize the whole thing. So you're right. Be you. What I do love though is you can remember your notes. So sections of your notes, remember sections of your notes. So for example, this part, I was going to talk about the dog. When I get around to this part, I'm talking about this because you've many times seen it. People read verbatim.
Yeah.
And then lose their spot.
Yeah.
And then they're flipping through the page like, oh, hold on 1 second. Where was I? Page 2. Oh, here I am.
Yeah.
So, here's a question for you. What do you do when you mess up on stage?
Yeah, if I mess up on stage, I'll probably just freestyle around it. I might offer, when you mess up on stage, right, there's lots of ways you can just smooth that one out, right? You can blatantly say, I messed up. I can't remember where I was going, or I just went off in a tangent on that one. Yeah. You can talk about how your shoes are hurting you or your makeup's on point. This kind of works more for ladies. Or you can just say, do you know what? I lost my point. I kind of remembered that I've got the Amazon man coming later, and that kind of came into my mind, but let me get back on track. And then if you've got this, I say have notes, either if you memorize them or if you have them written down, because the mind is so active. We've got to really train our mind to not be so distracted all the time, and to really just focus your mind. So like, okay, if I float off at point 3, because I'm not too sure how that one's going to drop for the audience, let me just have my notes so I know how to pull myself back in as well, particularly if you're doing a talk where it could be a bit emotional, a bit tearful. All of those emotions can pull you off track.
All right, so let me try that one. If I go off track, I can say my makeup. No, I can't use that one.
Talk about the Amazon guy or something, the delivery or something.
Because hair and makeup for me just not going to work.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to be teaching you more about speaking tips and how this lovely lady can help you. If you want to get to that next level, she's the right person to call. Stay tuned. Now, listen, we're going to offer you a nice little deal right now. Carolyn Dickinson is going to speak to you about, how to get your business going, how to jot down your notes. Take a listen. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Charles. I'm Carolyn Dickinson, and I'm here to tell you that the Life Success Board systems are live. These success boards have massive impact. The system will allow you to be able to envision that anything is possible for every area of your life. It'll give you direction, it'll give you focus, and it'll keep you moving forward. There are 8 success board systems available to you, plus bonuses. So for more information on this amazing system, click the link below. You don't want to miss it. Back to you, Charles.
CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com.
Yes, we are back live talking about how to be the speaker. How to be a speaker, what to speak, how to do the thing, what you got to do. You know,
how to speak with more confidence, or yeah.
You know, and that's funny because, like, if you see how we act on camera, we're not shy. We feel comfortable, but that comfortability only came from practice.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing. You got to practice. It doesn't just come natural. It got to practice. So here it is. How do we come like you? How do you help us? Here's 5-day speaking challenge. Like, you got challenges going on. You got blogs, podcasts. Talk to us.
Yeah. So, like, how to improve, like, he's definitely obviously coming to speak to me and I'll help you. But like, even like just on my page there, as you showed, like the 5-day, you can improve your speaking in just obviously one session with me. But for more intensive work, the 5-day speaking challenge, which I've got up and running, I kind of walk you through 5 days where it's there's so many different formats that I've done. So it's 5 days of improving your speaking. And we work through like articulation, we work through, confidence, we work through volume, and why is it so important to master this skill of improving your speaking. And I've got something for everyone. So I walk you through like the template. You can listen to me as an audiobook while you're running on the treadmill at the gym or walking the dogs. There's a workbook, so you can write down your notes of all the homework challenges each day. And then there's also the main full-on course, which is videos, homework, daily challenges, and stuff like that. So you get the opportunity through that, just that one 5-day challenge, just to work in 5 days solid. And the homeworks are like 5 or 10 minutes. It's like something you can do in the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? It's really quick ones. And all you've got to do is talk. And you'll definitely notice how you've progressed from day one all the way through. And it's all pre-recorded, so you can do it the best time for you. So when the kids are asleep or in your lunch break, whatever kind of works best for you, that's when you can do it. And I have loads of other courses, resources, templates, and other areas of how to use maybe storytelling techniques to improve the way you speak, or how to make your voice stronger. So I've got loads of different stuff up there as well, other resources. And I've got new courses coming as well. So a lot of people talk to me about, they call it like change their accent, but I don't believe you should change your accent. I think you should just try and learn how to soften it and sharpen up the articulation, rather than kind of change, like, unless you're getting paid big money like Idris Elba and you're moving from a London accent into an American accent, then of course, if the money is pretty, do it.
If they want me to speak any language for that money, I'm going to speak any language, okay?
Yeah.
For the money he gets paid, trust me, you want to speak whatever? Hey.
Whatever. Definitely. So I just love helping people, because I know it's a skill that you may not be taught or aware of in school, but it really can stop and stunt your growth in the workplace, particularly if you're in a corporate field and like, why am I not progressing? Why am I not getting this job? And particularly now, we've got to do a lot more stuff online. You might get more podcast interviews, loads of stuff. So if you can master the art of speaking, things will help you a lot. Definitely.
A lot. Yes.
Welcome, everybody, to the 5-day speaking skills challenge. I'm so excited to have you here. If you don't know me, my name is Leighanne Turner. I'm a voiceover and speaking coach, and I am going to be walking you through each day of the 5 days.
Listen, if you want to hear the rest, go to the website. I'm not giving you everything right there. That's just a small taste. Here you go. Just go there, go straight to the website. Jump onto the challenge. We should all do the challenge together. I'm there to help you jump on the challenge. All right. So here, we're going to do 2 more things. Let me just remove this right here. Are you ready? We are going to play a quick game. It's called Rapid Fire. I just throw some questions at you. Whatever comes to your mind, spit it out. You're allowed to take 1 minute to explain, But after that, it's go, go, go. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Favorite food?
Curry goat and rice.
Favorite drink?
Black grape KA still version. Do you have that drink there? Do you
No.
have that drink?
No, it's just,
Oh,
I just love the way you pause to make sure they understand. Still version. Okay.
it's like Welsh's grape, but it's like, yeah.
Okay. I just forgot what I was going to ask you now, but it's all right. Song before you jump on stage to speak. What's bumping in your head before you go on stage?
There's this lady called Desiree. You gotta be hot, you gotta be strong, you gotta be wiser. Do you know that song? You gotta be together. Love will set something like that. But
I love
Spotify obviously helps me a lot.
Yeah, I love how you did the natural black people thing where you don't know the words, so it's gotta be strong, got dun 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 dun. Like the lyrics just went right out your. But I love it.
Yeah.
All right, in the shower, what song are you singing? Hopefully, it's not that song.
Yeah, not that song. In the shower. I don't really sing in the shower, you know. Let me just think though. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Is that a bit boring?
In the shower.
Yeah, like
All right.
I can't think.
What is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent. I can hula hoop, you know. I taught myself to hula hoop on YouTube and I'm a boss at hula hooping.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you hire her to come speak, pay her the extra. She will come out and speak while she's doing the hula hoop. All right. So I'm just putting that out there. You will definitely get a crowd to watch and pay attention as your main speaker is doing the hula hoop. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the last challenge. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Now time for pick 3.
It's now time for pick 3. All you got to do is pick 3 numbers between 1 and 10. And those are the questions I'm going to ask you on my question board right beside me. So give me 3 numbers from 1 to 10.
8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, and 10. Come on now. All right. If you were in my shoes, what question would you have asked that I didn't ask you?
Who would I like to work with who I haven't worked with already?
And the answer is?
For me, like with voiceover stuff, I'd like to work with Nike, probably, and Foot Locker. And then with voiceover stuff, I'd like to work with some more women in business who are just on the come up during lockdown. They've just started up their business. They need the extra kind of big sister help from me. Those kind of newbies where everybody needs that big sister help when you're in the startup mode. Those are the people that I'd like to work with in this next year. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Next one. Where can we find you or listen to you?
Yes, you can find me on www.leighannesvoice.com. That's my main website. And I hang out as well on Instagram. It's leighannesvoice_. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn when I'm being very professional, very professional. And as well, I love a bit of TikTok. You can find me on TikTok, Leighanne's Voice. If you're looking at the screen, it's how you spell my name. LEIGHANNES voice, and then you get an underscore. But you'll find me though. If you go on my website, you'll find me. I'm about, you know what I'm saying? I'm about.
She's about. Okay. And then here it is. We want to know. Hold on. Before I ask you this last question, I'd like to say, there you go. Thank you. People just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. There you go.
Thanks, Janie.
All right. Last one. Mentors. Give us 2 mentors that did something for your life.
Yeah, you need mentors. Whatever you're doing in life, you need mentors. I think obviously the first mentor is my mum, who showed me how you must work hard for everything that you want. And particularly being like a young Black woman in London, you get a lot of extra pressure on you, where things are not kind of as easy as you kind of think they are. So really work hard, extra hard, put in the extra effort, make it excellent, and always be willing to have your evidence and fight your own corner. That'd say my first one definitely be my mum. A second mentor that I had, this is when I used to kind of work in my law field and investigate people. I had a mentor who was a barrister at the time, and he was an old English man. I remember he had grey hair, bright bluey green eyes and stuff, and he was like, whatever dream you have in your life, just go for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Can I just put in a bonus 1/3? Because, you know, 3 is like a good number. Do you know what I'm saying? So my aunt, yeah, when she turned 80, right, she said this, right? This is, you're going to love this one. She said there's 2 hearts in life, right? One of them has been fueled by its dreams. It's kind of like, you know, one of the hearts has been fueled by its dreams, and the second heart, it's been broken. It's been kind of like patched together. It works. It does the job. It's not bad.
It's okay.
It's okay. So she's got the patch heart that's been broken, but it kind of does its job, does standard. She goes, but the heart that you need to live through life, because we're like, how do you get to 80 and still look good? She could still run for a bus and stuff like that with her trolley in front of her. So I was like, how do you get to 80? And she said, there's 2 hearts. She goes, you can have a patch heart that gets you through life. It does good jobs. It's fine, standard. She goes, but the heart that will take you through life to whatever dream and time frame God has for you is the heart that is fueled and pumped by its dreams. That's the heart that you want in life, and that will take you through until forever. So he said, that's the heart that you want. Pick a heart that you want and make that the one that you live for throughout your life. So when she told me that, I was like, my aunt's got bars, you know.
Let's see. We can hook her up with Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Get those lyrics going. Well, listen, it's been fun. I told everybody in the comments this is going to be a fun show because we like to have fun. If you want to see more of us, drop a link. Say, listen, we want more discussions. I'm on speaking. You guys did a great job. It's fun. And if you want us to come on live, come on live. And you know something? What we'll also do is we'll do another session and we'll keep it open where people can just join us live.
Yeah.
We can do it live right there.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Well, listen, as usual, thank you so much for taking the time. Go have your tea in crumpets.
Can have crumpets, but you know, I'm Jamaican, so you know, I like to eat cake and stuff, Jamaican ginger cake. So, you know, I'm British but Jamaican at the same time. So
we're gonna have to work that out. You got, yeah, we'll talk off screen. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
bye.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice